Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to show you guys the best claw binds for chapter 4 season 2. If you go to my channel and scroll down until you see the popular uploads section of my channel, you'll see that most of my videos that are binds videos actually reach out to a lot of people. I believe that the controller community deserves a good set of binds, and for the people who want to get better at the game, who's transitioned to non-claw to claw, this video is for you. So in this video we're going to be tackling PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 controller on the same thing, because they're pretty much the same controller if you think about it. And then we're going to have our Xbox controller at the end so that we don't mix both PlayStation and Xbox controllers because they are a different layout. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So starting off with the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 controller, which is what I use currently, we're going to have left stick on switch mode, which is personally my favorite for switch mode. And then we're going to have triangle edit, square reload, circle toggle pickaxe, X for jump, right stick for crouch, touchpad for map, right side of the D-pad for sprint, or basically tactical sprint, the upper side of the D-pad for inventory, the left side of the D-pad on place marker, and then the bottom side of the D-pad for emote. What I really like about these binds is that it utilizes all your fingers on your hands, basically. You're going to use your index finger to tap the edit button, or basically the triangle button, and you won't have a problem with that. It's probably the best placement for editing unless you want to go for switch mode or touchpad, but that's for another day. And then we're going to have circle for toggle pickaxe, which is probably standard. Honestly, you wouldn't place it in anywhere else. And then you wouldn't need right stick jump or X for crouching because you are already on claw. And then I personally prefer the sprint on the right side of my D-pad because honestly, you can just easily double claw if you need to. And I do recommend double claw for people who are on PlayStation 4 / PlayStation 5 controller, but you can also do a kind of a hybrid where you're using single hand claw but you're using double claw in some scenarios like this one. For the build controls, we don't have to worry much about it because it's basically just standard builder pro. Unless you don't want to go with standard builder pro, then you probably have paddles, and I don't know why you're watching this video at that point. For the editing controls, this is the only time I'm going to recommend the L2 confirm and the R2 select. I think I've recommended the R1 select and L1 confirm a lot, and honestly I'm tired of it. There's not a significant difference, and honestly if you find it more comfortable to do R2 select and L2 confirm, then go for it, which is what I do. And then you're gonna have R1 reset, which is pretty standard, and if you do have trigger stoppers, by the way, these are perfect for you. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 controller. They both follow the same layout, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just pause the video so that you can input these settings onto your controller. And to do that, you basically just want to click on one of them with the controller or with the mouse, and then click on whatever you want. Let's move on to the Xbox. It's a little more complicated to adjust to the Xbox controllers just because they're a little bit different in comparison to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 controllers. But I have used the Xbox controller before, and it's pretty good if you actually get used to it. So I actually got a little bit of inspiration from FaZe Jarvis. I know he's banned, but he has a really good set of binds for everybody who wants to try out claw on an Xbox controller. So starting off, we're going to have left stick edit, which is a universally accepted bind for everybody who wants to get a good editing bind. Then we're going to have Y for switch mode, B for toggle pickaxe, X for reloading / interacting, A for jump, right stick for crouching and sliding. The select button, I think, is what you call it on the Xbox controller now for the map. Tactical sprint on the top side of the D-pad, and you're going to be able to tap this by extending your thumb all the way to the top side of the D-pad. And then we're going to have the left side of the D-pad for place marker, right side of the D-pad for inventory, and then the bottom side of the D-pad for our emotes and whatnot. This is a really good set of binds, and I have to thank Jarvis for this one because this is a really good set of binds. I actually used to use B on toggle switch mode and Y for toggle pickaxe. And you can also use this if you don't want to fully copy Jarvis and you want to be your own. And I do recommend this because this is a pretty standard one, but Jarvis is really good at the game and I suggest you trust him more than you trust me. For the build controls, once again, we're going to follow the same principle that we did in the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 controller, and that is the Builder Pro. Unless you have paddles, then you can't adjust this anytime soon because honestly you're going to get confused. For the editing controls, this is the only time I'm going to recommend LB confirm for this type of video. The only reason is because the triggers on the Xbox controller take a long time to bottom out, so I do recommend LB confirm, but you can also go for LT confirm if you want to. And then you're gonna have RT select, RB reset, which is what we did for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 controller, which is pretty much the same thing. And once again, for everybody who's wondering, the ability controls and the dead zone controls can all be adjusted here on the controller options, which I have a video on the link in the description below if you want to watch that one. This is a really hard set of binds to get used to just because of the tactical sprint and the layout of the Xbox controller itself, but with enough practice you're gonna get used to it. And that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, turn on post notifications so you're notified of videos just like this one. I'm going to go back to these types of videos just because I love talking to the mic again. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.